Hello, I'm Ago. This is my first video. I'm really excited to do this because I've always tried to like write reviews, but they didn't get any traction, of course, because I didn't post them on the internet, of course, because I was too shy. So I do this as my first review on the internet, a video for some reason. Anyways, this is this review is gonna be about the UX3000 from Final Audio. It's pretty good. There's some things that I don't like about it, then there's lots of things that I like about it. So let's. I hope you hear me out on this. So first, build and comfort. It's pretty comfortable for me. I have a way bigger head than most people, so I used this. I'll get to that, why I used this and not currently use this on the maximum uh, clicks. And it's pretty big. If your head is pretty big, it will probably fit you, though the cups are not that big, so like it's pretty narrow. It's pretty tall, but it's pretty narrow, and it's not that deep also, which is a problem for me because like my ear touches the inside of the headphone all the time. So it might be uncomfortable for you, but if you have a smaller ear or like a medium-sized ear and medium-sized head, it's gonna be pretty comfortable. The upper headband is also pretty comfortable. It doesn't look very like thick and padded, but it is pretty good. It was pretty comfortable for me. Yeah, and you can also see this uh, accident. Not accident, it's the headphones fault, I swear. I'm gonna get to that later at the gripes section. Yeah, it's pretty good all around, like comfortably, on comfort. The build is pretty. It's plastic fantastic. It's all plastic except for this part. I think this is metal. Maybe like it's a millimeter thick, so it's pretty much all plastic. It's creaky, very creaky. Like you can probably hear that. And yeah, you can hear that pretty much all the time if you're like walking. But it didn't bother me that much. Like not all the time. That's a bit of an overstatement. Like if you're not like running in them or just like touching your head all the time, it's not gonna really bother you, but you may hear some creaking here and there. Like this is pretty loud. If like I'm gonna take my regular headphone off and put this on. Actually, the isolation is pretty good, the passive isolation. But if I move my head around, I can kind of sometimes hear a creak. And if I adjust it, of course, it's creaking like crazy. And it gets amplified into your ear hole, of course, because that's how headphones work. Yeah, the passive isolation is actually pretty good, pretty decent. You don't always need to use the ANC, and you should not use the ANC all the time because it fucking drains the battery like shit. Like it's like halves the battery capacity every time you use it. But I use it most of the time because I live in a pretty huge city, so um, I need the isolation, the extra isolation. I think that's build and comfort off the charts. Off the charts, I mean not off the charts of the fucking list I made. Accessories. I mean you get like a tiny cable with it, but I lost that. This is the box, by the way. It looks like this. Handsome headphone on the front, and the advertisements like it. Hybrid active noise cancellation. I have no idea what that means. 35 hours of playback. Actually, that's pretty accurate. In my experience, it can definitely last several days without charging if you don't use the ANC. With ANC, it's like 1 or 2 days. Crystal clear phone calling. I have to ask my family about that, but I usually don't use my headphone for phone calls because I look fucking stupid, like walking on the street and just having this on my head and just talking to nothing basically, so I always just use my actual phone. It has Bluetooth 5.0 and has a Qualcomm ATPX low latency chip. Amazing, by the way. The latency is decent, like it's not the best. I won't recommend gaming with it, but I tried it and it was awful. You get this bag with it, so you can technically put it in there, but it's like pretty tight. Like this is the side of the bag and this is the headphone, so it's a pretty tight fit. I think I don't recommend you, like, I mean, you could use it, but like, what difference does it make? Like, it's not even like a actual hard shell case like other higher end headphones. What else? I think that's all for accessories. You get a 3.5 to 3.5 cable with it, which is a big selling point for me because I like it if my batteries die, I can just use it as a wired headphone, which I actually never tried. Probably the sound is trash like that because usually headphones, like wireless headphones, do that. Also, if the camera can focus, please focus. It has like this texture on it, which is good for maybe a selling point for some people. I don't know. Maybe it looks. I actually like the look of it. Like, looks pretty good on the head. I'm actually gonna put this on again. It's not heavy. It doesn't push on the head very much, but I do feel like it's uncomfortable after like a couple of hours. Like when I use it at the library, it's for like long-term use. Like, I mean, not long-term, but if you're using it for several hours, it might get uncomfortable, like a bit of pressure around the ear, because the cups are not the best. That's one of my biggest deal breakers, not deal breakers, but biggest gripes with it, because the cups are not like like it's not flat around the edges, and it like goes inwards on itself. Like I can't. You probably understand what I'm saying. If you're not, I'm sorry. Like it kind of pushes like around my ear. It's not like this giant ear cup which doesn't do that. Yeah, I think that's all for build and looks. Yeah. On to sound. This is gonna be the difficult part because I'm pretty new to this hobby, so I might have trouble explaining shit. Okay, I'm gonna open my script because I need some assistance with this. So I talked about sound for 20 minutes, and I just saw that it didn't pick up any sound. So I'm gonna start it all over again. I'm gonna be quick because I talked about sound for 20 minutes, and that's way too big, way too many minutes to talk about sound. I'm gonna talk about not this track. I'm gonna talk about technicalities. Yeah, imaging. It's pretty good, I think. On most songs, it's actually pretty precise. I would give it like 6.5. It's actually pretty good on some, like 7. Yeah, I would give it 7. It's pretty good on some songs, but on some songs like metal, like To the Hellfire by Lorna Shore, by the way, check them out because they're pretty good. If you like metal, they can fall apart. Like the imaging can fall apart if it's like a really busy track, like too busy. And most tracks don't have that. Like if you're just gonna listen to rock and pop and stuff like that, it's gonna be totally fine. It's gonna sound natural and pretty precise. The staging is decent. It's not gonna wow you. It's like a 5 out of 10. It's pretty mid, actually. It's gonna be better than IEM's though. The timbre, I think, is pretty natural, not too plasticky, not too metallic-y. It's probably the best out of the technicalities. I'm sorry. Pardon me. Yeah, like pretty slow songs sound actually really good on this, and I'm pretty sad about that because I don't really listen to slower songs. I usually listen to metal. But if you are not like me and listen to fucking people screaming into the microphones, this is gonna be pretty damn good for you. Like wired headphones might beat it at like $150, like the FT1. I think that's all around a better sound. That rhymed, by the way. Totally intentional, by the way. They can sound better, like on technicalities, but on tone, I think this sometimes and most of the times beats the FT1. But don't quote me on that because I listened to the FT1 for like 20 minutes. I listened to this for over a year because this has been my main headphone for over a year. So my main commuting headphone, my main headphone is of course the AKG K601. Yes. And I think that's all for technicalities. If I missed something, please make me redo the review. I don't know. Fucking write in the comments if I get any comments on this video. Looks, I talked about that. Tone. Bass. Let's start with bass because everybody starts with bass. Bass is actually pretty good. I'm gonna bring the graph up here. And I'm gonna show it. I said I'm gonna show it. Please show it. Can you show it? Thank you. So this is what it looks like. Thank you for super review for this graph of the amazing graph of the Final Audio UX3000. As you can see, the bass is pretty elevated, and you can hear it. Like you can hear that the bass is elevated, but it's not the best quality bass. I would say it's the worst part of the entire sound, the bass, and mid bass. It's you would think it's too much, but it's actually not too much. I think it's enough bass, and I tried to boost it, but it didn't really work, and the whole headphone just kind of resisted and didn't sound like it made weird noises. So I just gave up on EQing it. Sub bass is not that good. It's not that deep. Doesn't go that deep. The extension is pretty not good, I think, for my ears at least. I don't know. Mid bass is not muddy. It's like it doesn't have the bad qualities of bass, but it doesn't have the good qualities of bass also. Like it's not dynamic enough. It's not impactful enough, but it's not muddy and anything. So it's like, yeah, it's like, yeah, it's a 5. It's a 5 out of 5. It's not the best. Mids, it's probably the best quality of this. Mids actually sound quite natural to me. I do like if this 1.5 and 1.5 and 2K is a bit lower because I don't know, I just like it. But yeah, vocals do sound really good on this, and also instruments like guitars do sound really dynamic, and like the plucking of the strings are like you can kind of like feel the string plucks in your ear if it's like a really closely recorded song. The higher frequencies, I don't know about this dip. I can't really hear it. It might be because I'm new to this hobby, but whatever. Anyways, what was I talking about? Yeah, treble. Yeah, treble. I can't really hear the 4K dip. It might be on me, but that may be why sometimes on songs it kind of sounds like it's like undetailed, but on some songs it's pretty detailed. Like you can see this is pretty it's like doesn't fall off that quick. The treble doesn't fall off that quick, so that's probably why some songs sound really detailed and like almost sparkly, and some songs that just have like this I can only explain it like this like a veil upon it, like if you like dampened kind of dampened sound to some songs. Like I'm gonna show an example, like one of my favorite songs actually, from Joe Hisaishi, which is the introduction to the like this is the like the main theme of Howl's Moving Castle. This song is honestly one of my favorite songs of all time, and this song sounds pretty bad on this. Like it has like kind of a dampened sound to it, and it's like the piano doesn't sound that good. But on some songs, actually like on Chopin, I don't know how to pronounce it in English, or Liszt is pretty sounds pretty good. Maybe it's just a recording, but yeah, some song that, but this is pretty consistent with that. I think it's not only the songs, that it's probably the headphones also. Yeah, that's probably it. If I have to like rate the treble, it's probably like a 7 out of 10. It might be peaky for some people, but for me, it's actually pretty good. So overall, it's, and I didn't talk about some things because I left the gripes for last. Okay, I would rate this, the overall sound like as a 7, or like, yeah, a 7 is pretty, that's good. It's probably gonna perform decently at everything, and it's probably gonna be a really good entrance to the audiophile hobby if you're kind of a newbie person and you don't know what to buy. This is actually probably one of the best options you can buy, because only for niche genres it doesn't perform that well. But I have some gripes. I've been using this for a year, and it has some connective issues. Sometimes the sound just cuts out, and sometimes it doesn't want to connect to the device. Sometimes it just, for some, like the sounds kind of like flickers. I don't know how to explain this. It just turns off, turns on, turns off, turns off. Like does that for like 2 seconds, and it's fine. I don't know why it does that. And also it has connective. It has this problem where my head is my head is pretty large, so I have to have this on the largest size, and on the largest size the music on the left ear cup just cuts out. So it probably has some wiring issues. This happened like 2 months ago, and I went to the dealer, like the shop that I bought it from. They said it's probably my fault for being too careless with it. I never dropped the thing. I dropped it maybe one time, but I dropped it like fucking half a year ago, if I remember correctly. So it's not that. It's just, I think the cabling just kind of gave out. So pay attention to that. This might not happen to many people, but it did happen to me, so I'm gonna say it. Also, the ear cups kinda gave out, as you can see. Focus, please. Not on me, please. Okay, so I actually stitched it back together myself. I sewed it back together. Sewed, I don't know to pronounce that. So it's pretty uncomfortable, not uncomfortable, but like it's less comfortable than it used to be, because the glue that like holds them together holds the two like parts of the ear cup together. It's pretty weak, so in a year it gave out, and I had to like sew quite a bit of the ear cups back together. So that's pretty awkward, actually. Also, and it's probably all of my gripes. Like, the build quality is probably my only gripe with this headphone that is major. Like, the sound is actually really decent, so I rate it a 7. The build, I think it's a 5. It's a 5. It's not the best. I definitely, if you're going for build, fucking buy a Focal Bethese. I don't know how to pronounce that also. Because that's definitely better build. I actually tried it, and I think that didn't sound as as good as this. So I think this is the best sounding Bluetooth headphone on the market that I tried. Maybe the what is that, the gaming headphone that I forgot the name of. That's probably better because everybody says so, but this actually sounds better than all of them that I tried. I forgot about ANC. I'm quickly gonna talk about ANC, then I'm gonna wrap up. ANC is a 5 out of 10. It works. It is there, it works, and it actually boosts the bass. So the bass actually has some weight to it. Like, it goes from a 5.5 to like a 6.5, maybe on good days. But the whole thing about like technicalities goes kind of out of the window, because technicalities gonna get fucked by fucked by the ANC. And also the battery also gets fucked by the ANC. It's like half of the usual battery, but it advertises 25 hours, but it's more like 20. So yeah, ANC is actually, I mean, if you're on like a bus or the tram or on a metro, subway, or a train, it's probably better to put it on. But if you're like on a bumpy car ride, that it's very specific, but really sudden loud sounds, like if you're going over like a bad, or you're on a bad road or on a dirt road, it like the bumps, like, and the overall like movement of the headphone and the bumps, the sound of the bumps can really fuck with the ANC, and you just hear like some loud sounds that you don't want to hear during your music. And probably that's all for ANC. ANC is like 5 or 6 out of 10. It's not I would recommend you use it sometimes, but usually the passive noise isolation is pretty good. So usually you just, I would recommend using that because the technicalities are way better. The treble, it doesn't get, also the treble gets a bit of a hit on ANC, so the treble sounds better, and the overall it sounds more natural without ANC. Probably that's all. I would rate this headphone like a good 7, like all around. This is pretty good for like an introductory headphone for the hobby. If you don't want to buy a wired headphone, this is probably pretty good. just do look out and watch other guys' reviews on this, because this is a long-term review. I've been using this for 1 year, and this headphone kind of fell apart, so it might happen to you also. So do look out for that. I'm gonna post a review on also my AKG K600's, because I think they're a pretty interesting headphone that is kind of forgotten in the hobby. And I do think my phone did overheat and I did have to stop the video, but all I wanted to say at the end is I'm gonna post 1 or 2 more videos about anything I can find. Maybe just one about the AKG K601, because I didn't see many reviews of it for a good reason. It's been out of commission for it's not being sold for 20 years or something. Yeah, but I think it's an interesting headphone. So yeah, do subscribe for that. Yeah, you should subscribe and like the video. This feels so awkward to say.